What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. This is the show where I hang out with some of my good buddies and we work through the ridiculous backlog of minis that we have to paint because we're miniatures gamers and that's the kind of thing that happens to us. Yay. On the line right now, I've got my good buddy Mike. He's back after a week off. Broody Gamut, how's it going, dude?
It's going great. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we missed you last week. And Adam will be joining us shortly as soon as he can coerce his kid into going to sleep. Go to bed, Nick. That's I guess that's just what we say on the show. As with all the shows that we host on the Another Letdown Media channel, as well as the This Is Difficult network at large, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone, and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. RPD already forcing Wisebot to do work and sending Adam's kid to bed. We love it, dude. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to cut over to the basic Watching Paint Dry screen. Mike, what are you working on tonight? That guy looks very spiky.
Yes, so tonight I've got Jenner the Seeker from Soda Pop Miniatures Relic Knights.
Oh, okay.
Way back in the day, I was apparently the only person in the game store who kind of like stood with it for more than a month. But alas, I still don't have anyone to play with, so I haven't bought many new ones, but this guy just looks too badass to not buy.
Fair enough. And I am picking up right where I left off last week, working on Victor Zaz, and then when he is done, because he will be very shortly, I just have a little bit of highlighting to go and some dry brushing. I've got Jervis Tetch. I've got the Mad Hatter kicking around here. He's a very small dude. I guess he's about the same height as Zaz. No, he's not, because he's short. So that'll be that. Hey, Chamali, how are you doing tonight? Welcome. We did. So, oh my gosh, that idea you came up with for Mystique was something else, man. I'm interested to see where that goes. Hey, Kirk! Like I said, the gang's all here tonight. I'm loving it. Now, if only we could get Dave from GT's Kombucha to sponsor us. GT's Kombucha, not a sponsor, but it's delicious anyway. Alright, settling in. Gotta get my head on straight. I was just playing Batman Arkham City, doing some of the Riddler quests that I decided not to do on stream.
Yeah, they definitely don't make good streaming.
They really don't. Like, you know, like there's it's one thing to just like pick up the occasional Riddler trophy here or there, but it's quite another to actually do them on stream. Like, they did not. I mean, streaming wasn't really a thing when that game came out, so.
Yeah.
I need your call. Do I use my crafting tools to play a little sneaky trick on Adam tonight, or is gifting him that one for his birth month enough japery for a while? It's up to you, RPD. Like, you know, I'm always always down for a good gag. So we had my parents over for dinner as well as my mother-in-law last night. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Olive Garden takeaway.
I can't remember the last time I've had like both my parents and my in-laws at the same time.
I'm very fortunate that my parents and in-laws are all very good friends. My dad and Katie's dad, you know, love to talk bikes and stuff, bicycles. They're both avid cyclists. I mean, as am I, you know. And then, how do you survive having only a finite number of breadsticks? Dude, the struggle is real. But I was lucky enough, they gave us enough that we actually ended up having leftovers. Which, of course, I ate this morning for breakfast. Garlic bread for breakfast. Zacharoni approved. Not the breakfast of champions. Breakfast of champions being cold pizza and flat soda. Leftover from the previous night's D&D adventure.
Oh, that reminds me, before we get too much further into this, I have a box to open.
Yes, you do!
I have a box.
And chat knows what it is, by the way. Chat already knows.
Okay. Well, I guess I will open this flux capacitor looking box.
Yes, so here we go. Hold on, let me see if I can go big with yours real quick.
Okay.
If I do... Hold on. It's Xbone PC. Here we go. All right, go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I can clear up a little bit of space here, because there's not a lot of room to work under the stuffing camera.
Yeah, it's true.
It is the Luke Skywalker.
It is the Hoth edition Luke Skywalker. I coerced my boss into getting an extra one in for you.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Absolutely. I got one for myself as well, and it's all magnetized and everything. It's great. Very excited.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So, he comes with a different helmet and blaster or lightsaber?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, there goes the cat. That is awesome. I can't wait to put this together. I might end up having it ready for next week.
Nice. I still got to green stuff the shoulder because I was off center with the magnet just slightly.
Mm-hmm.
But being able to swap between the blaster and the lightsaber and the head, it was just absolutely the right decision. It looks so cool.
It also looks like there's a different one, visor up or visor down.
Yeah, the visor down one looks pretty dopey, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother with that one. I just threw it out.
That's great.
Well, happy birthday, man.
Thank you
from
very
me
much.
And my boss and the chat. And yes, Captain Kirk, I am definitely admitting to coercion. I love coercing my boss into getting, just random things. I convinced him recently to get the Scott Pilgrim Miniatures the World game.
Yeah.
On the speculation that my friend Eric might possibly want it one day, even though it's like $200 worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric is chronically unemployed.
Man, I made a run to the GW store nearby and picked up more paints and should have gotten more lead belcher.
Yeah, I definitely have a backup can of lead belcher kicking around somewhere. We had one left on the shelf. I'm like, there's a chance I might need this at some point. I also went ahead and had my boss order, like, several $100 worth of Crisis Protocol minis.
Nice.
They're just too cool, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting characters that, like, I'm intrigued on picking it up. If not just the paint.
That is the entire reason for my buying them at the moment. Or other than AUGS, like, our AUG stuff that we're working on is really impressive.
So yeah, this guy's armor is pretty much all encompassing his entire body. So you're going over everything. Just a few highlights of color for like his sword. And there'll be some accents. So the model also came with like an alternate sculpt for the head. That was like him without the helmet. And I was just like, what's the point? Like, this dude has spikes everywhere. Why am I not going to put the helmet, like the skull helmet with spikes everywhere?
Right.
Put a normal head on top of that. Like, come on.
So I was over at my sister's celebrating my niece's 13th birthday today, and the 6-year-old would not get off my lap. And if she was off my lap, she was begging me to play with her. So I'm completely worn out.
Children will do that. I can say that from experience now.
By the way, your comment about playing whatever that rhythm game was, Just Dance?
Oh yeah, Just Dance? Yeah.
Was very well received by the FP community.
Oh, was it?
Oh my god.
I'm glad. Yeah, that was quite a workout. I was
yeah. That game is rugged.
Now, one of the kids, like after like 2 songs, was wanting to just sit on the couch and just shake the Joy-Con remote.
Oh, that's cheap.
Play. No, you gotta get up. Get up.
You're gonna play, you're gonna play.
Like, I'm older, I'm fatter, and much more out of shape. And I'm you got you too.
So I'm doing the highlighting on the scars before I do like the actual areas of his skin that aren't carved into. And I'm realizing just how massive the tally marks are if this miniature were like legit.
Yeah.
Some of these would be like foot-long tally marks. But like obviously they had to be a certain size for them to show up at all.
Is it like actually already pre-grooved or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which made it very easy for inking and highlighting. Stomach cramp. We actually made pretty good progress in Arkham City the other day. Got all of the side quests that I care about done. And most of the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC.
Man, that DLC was awesome.
It's really good. It's really good.
Hey, you gotta play as Tim.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, like it was, B was just awesome in general.
Yeah.
Just more so awesome because of Tim.
Yeah, that's the best part. My favorite part so far of Arkham City, that going back and playing it again, however many years later, is I'd forgotten about the Catwoman false ending.
Oh, if you like try and leave town with leave Arkham City with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always funny.
And she just has an abrupt change of heart. She's got it bad for Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And since he had the hood up the entire time, I never got to make the the part of Tim Drake will be played by Eminem joke. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you made it anyway, RPD, but it landed with me because I know what he looks like with the hood off. But although maybe you made it earlier. Oh, right on, Kirk. Thank you for the lurk, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, whoops. What have I done? Yeah, okay. That sounds about right. So I had to thin down... Oh, hey, Miss Drake. Thankfully, Arkham City's dialogue between Bruce and Selina has no mentions of boats or streets of the lines Bat-Cat. I had to thin down my Cadian flesh last week. I think I might have to do that. Yeah, it's kind of jelly again. I'm going to do it again. I may just have to invest in a new pot of it. Oh! I have it on good authority, although not confirmed by my boss yet, that Return to the Forgotten Age is finally in at the store.
Nice. We tried the final scenario last night.
Oh, yeah?
And
get killed? Butt. Yeah. We got 2 left, and we're like, we're probably gonna die.
I think we could have gotten it, but I think we got a little too antsy.
Yeah. Oh.
Am
I about to send you to bed? Are there ants involved?
No.
Okay.
We had the opportunity to advance the act, which is generally a good thing.
Yeah, but you pushed your luck, didn't you?
Well, we advanced, we immediately advanced to when we could, not knowing that there were times where it's like, maybe we should have like been more prepared for what, like we didn't know what was coming, so we were just like advance the act, and then it was like, oh wait, no, that was terrible idea. We shouldn't have advanced the act twice in one turn. Like,
yeah, no, that's you generally want to get your bearings first.
Yeah, we pretty much just took it and was like, we will try and go as fast as we can and power through this, and that was a mistake.
Yep. You did learning and growing.
Yeah. So we're going to try and schedule another playthrough.
A mulligan!
Yes, a mulligan. I mean, it was the end of the campaign, and it was like everyone died. Okay, great.
Yeah, we're trying to justify that. Like, we give ourselves one mulligan per campaign, but I'm thinking if it's on the last mission, like, maybe we give ourselves mulligans on the last mission? Because I don't want to, like, go all the way back and restart at that point, you know? Well, so far, so good on this technique with Zaz. At least I'm not hating it. It's a little finicky, but it seems to be working. Miss Drake, what have you been up to, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, I also noticed that the guy who made Worldwide Wrestling actually signed an autograph on the invoice of the order of my game. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, look!
Is that a friend?
It seems as though we have an Adam signing in.
Hello.
How's it going, dude?
What's up, man? Sorry to hear from you.
Yeah, not a problem. Glad to have you.
Yeah, one thing turned into another there, so.
Yeah, I'm working on that, RPD. Hold on.
Oh,
Volume's all the way up.
look at this fancy new camera.
Dude, that looks so much better. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Awesome.
You can see that. Now I can actually like show you my pants. Hold on. I'm gonna grab. So who do you want to see? So I can.
Well, I mean, you did Nebula last week. Let's see her.
Yeah. Okay.
I think RPD, I think Adam wasn't quite settled into his mic yet.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. And actually, I can zoom right in here. If I want.
There you go. Oh my god. It looks so much better. Holy crap.
Yeah, with an actual photo. And yeah, you can see this is the stuff that I really like that I was talking about down at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Where I used the technical stuff like the Astro Granite and then painted over it with the same ground cover.
Yeah.
Color. So it ended up looking a lot like mud.
So I actually, I think I'm gonna try when I do Nebula. I think I'm gonna try using Martian Iron Earth, which is a red version of Astrogranite.
Oh.
And I want to, and then dry brushing it pink.
And then there's this guy also. Since.
Oh yes, Green Goblin.
But you can really see his face now.
Yeah, you can. It's so cool. His eyes are so big. They give you a lot of room to work on that.
They do, yeah. And then you just get those like little dot pupils in there, and he just turned out really, really nice. So, yeah.
RPD's saying, Adam, this is Saturday, not Thursday.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, we're gonna zoom back out here.
For those who don't know, on Adam's Discord, we do a Goblin Thursday, which is a great time. Although we've been a little bit slacky about it lately.
Yeah, we have, but okay, it happens.
Yeah.
All right.
We've also been slacking on birth month greetings, so happy birth month.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, dude, we are like, as you can see from our message before we went live, we are just over the moon to have you back on a more regular basis. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic I can do it, honestly. It would help if I got it out.
What's that?
So it would help if I got my paints out.
It's kind of tough to paint without them.
Yeah.
RPD, I think you should do a villain tonight. To answer your earlier question. Because in the words of Dark Helmet, good is dumb.
So it seems like, man, I should have just primed this one black, but that's okay.
Oh my god, I'm loving how Zaz is coming out. I'm gonna zoom in on him real quick. You can see a lot of the scabbing and stuff showing through.
Nice. Really cool. Yeah.
It's a slow process, but it's seeming worth it so far. I have to keep watering down my Cadian flesh. It's a little gummy. That's alright. Worth it.
So like the cross pieces are red. So this actually, I think, should go pretty quickly for Gamora.
Yeah, her costume's pretty straightforward.
So basically just two colors, but... Alright. So you're finishing up Zaz tonight?
Yep, and then I've got Mad Hatter on deck.
Cool. What do you got, Brody?
I am working on Jenner the Seeker, that super spiky boy I sent a picture of.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Brody, did you show Adam what Chat and my boss and I got you?
The Luke Skywalker special edition Hoth from Fantasy Flight Legion.
Nice. Still kind of finding my setup here.
Yeah, it takes a bit. I'm still... Every once in a while, I'd change my mind on mine, too.
There we go. Yeah, thanks for recommending this to Ness, because it is real nice.
They're super cool.
Yeah. Probably I'm going to command one here.
And yeah, absolutely. Happy to send recommendations to Ness anytime for any kinds of things like this.
She slow cooked a brisket on the grill today.
I heard.
I don't know if she posted pictures or not.
She posted, like, pictures, like, before pictures, but not after.
Oh man, was it good.
Yeah.
She managed to smoke it on the grill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we had...
What all's involved in that, but it's apparently very difficult.
Despite the lot of you telling me that I was lying, I definitely did have steak this afternoon. And it was delicious. Also had chicken.
Oh. Look at you.
Yeah. When the wife is away, the Zach will play with his food. No, we were celebrating my niece's 13th birthday. And my sister did grilling.
Sweet. We had Colin and Faye over and had some drinks and some meat.
Nice.
Corn on the cob, grilled asparagus stuff.
Oh, grilled asparagus is so good.
It is, and that's always gives me too much though.
Well,
Didn't have too much.
She piles it like super high. I'm like, babe, I can't eat all this.
That sounds like Twitter talk.
Yeah.
Pretty, are you calling Adam weak?
My focus is meat.
As it should be.
Specialized. Everything else is a trap.
Well, I mean, it detracts from the overall quantity of meat that you can consume. So, yeah.
Yep.
Zach will play with his food as part of you being a good example for my students to follow. Oh my god. Especially considering that my niece was sitting on my lap, the 3-year-old, or the 6-year-old, gosh, she's still 3 in my mind. The 6-year-old was sitting on my lap all through dinner. And every other time that I wasn't up playing with her.
so hesitant as I may be to say it, I really like Chamali's idea for Mystique, but I think it might be too harsh.
That's what I'm thinking too. Not only too harsh, but also like you're going to end up doing the same thing over and over again. Someone will wind up for this big, huge attack and be like, "Oh, just kidding. Can't do that now."
Right. Yeah.
That's going to be frustrating.
I can see that it gets easier as it goes with bystanders.
Yeah.
Like if you're rescuing them, but like that all but guarantees a free saber tooth.
Yeah. Lost X-Acto knife. I'm not going to try and find it right now. All right. Orange highlight. That seems terrible. Is that the only one I've got? No. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool.
Does Gamora have green hair? As of having like black hair.
Black hair, right? And more recently, they did bring her MCU like pink highlights into the play too, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, they did. She just looks like MCU now too. They dropped the yellow circles under your eyes and everything.
That's how all the comics go, and it's whatever the MCU is doing. And sometimes it's really frustrating.
Yeah, it's only like I don't mind it if it's just like costume changes. With characters like Star-Lord, they completely changed the character.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a vastly different person.
Oh, it does look like she did have green hair, Adam.
Yeah, I mean I'm seeing it both ways. I'm seeing like it depends on when.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go the darkest green that I have for it.
Yeah, like a Caliban green or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one that is, but
GW dark green.
Dragon green is what mine's called.
There you go. It's a lot more descriptive than Caliban.
And it's perfect because it actually has like I'm looking at the Joe Mad cover with her and Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little bit of bluish hue to it.
Yep.
And that's exactly what I'm getting with this. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So I learned just how disgusting infant robins are today. They are ugly-looking buggers.
Yeah. Found a nest?
Yeah, there's one right outside my sister's, porch.
Given the context of the people that I'm talking to right now, I definitely did not think you were talking about birds.
You thought I was talking about, Tim Drake.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about, Batman recruiting infant robins. I was like, yeah, oh.
Nope.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, that's real bad. Don't do that, Batman. I mean, Batman's done some sketchy stuff, but that seems a little over the line.
Master Bruce, I have to question this newest hobby you've taken up.
It's fine, Alfred.
If you get them as babies, they know nothing else but the war. The war on crime. The war that's taken their parents from them.
They're all orphans, just like me.
Do you go to the hospital and take infants?
Roof of Batcave crashes in. Bruce, I must protest. Go away, Clark. This doesn't concern you.
Kryptonite comes out. In my mind, Batman is just kind of looking for an excuse to use it.
Right? So I think I have a distinct feeling that the CW is making a play to keep Brainiac and Dreamer from Supergirl around in the Arrowverse moving forward, because they've got them on this weird time travel-y subplot right now that's actually really fun, and it's almost in line with Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm going to make a bold prediction right here and now on the show. I think we see Brainiac 5 and Nia Nal on Legends next season. That is my bold prediction. How do you guys feel about Zaz's knife having Blood for the Blood God on it?
Most definitely.
I feel like it kind of has to, right?
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Laziness, I guess.
Yeah.
I have not yet had the opportunity to use Blood for the Blood God because I haven't had anyone who...
Well, there's a great candidate right there.
I was going to say, yeah.
See, I don't really think so.
I don't know that it goes with her comic aesthetic, though.
Yeah.
Because she's doing a lot of fighting aliens and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I might actually put, some purple goo on there.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Use the camera to check. Yeah, I can't really think of anyone that, like, in Marvel that would have it.
No, it's just not edgy enough. Unless you're going, like, super deep on Marvel Knights stuff.
Like, Deathstroke maybe would have it in DC.
Yeah.
I
Even
could
some
see if it
iterations
had,
of
like-
Batman, but, like...
Yeah, like Azrael might, or like, he's gonna have like a flaming sword probably though.
Yeah.
But like, I think that like if I had a Man Without Fear Daredevil, like I could use it on his fist wraps, you know?
Yeah. Although I don't know that would give you the right look. Because it's very shiny. I think you'd be better off just using a flat red. Or like
yeah. Well, and you want a red brown at that
red
point.
brown, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some Turtles minis that I could see having it.
Yes. Probably a number of those.
So Adam, I was telling your brother the other day, I think having saved up some cash, I might be keeping an eye on the PlayStation Store.
Really?
Yeah, I might be switching teams.
Well. Look how the worm has turned.
Well, I mean, like, I don't need an Xbox anymore. There is literally zero need for it.
Right, yeah, I know. Xbox made themselves obsolete.
They sure did. And, like, you gotta think that they intended that on some level.
Probably. Like, I know that for Sony at least, last generation, before the PS4, they were losing a ton of money on every console they sold.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't imagine that if you were given the option to just make money digitally or keep producing expensive hardware, you would choose the latter.
Right. Really, like, what it comes down to for me is my computer needs a new graphics card. Quite badly. Colin and Shamali and I have found one that I like and is within my price range and will last me a good long time. Problem is, it will be out of stock probably until December.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, do I continue to struggle with the graphics card that I have, or potentially try and get a PlayStation 5?
Well, good luck.
Yeah. So it'll be like a trial by fire. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't, and don't really care either way. As of right now, Paul is the only one in the world who has one.
And Candace.
And Candace, that's right.
Yeah, she's got one.
My buddy John claims that he has one, but I have yet to see any evidence to that. Because he doesn't stream.
He's like that kid at high school that's like, no, I definitely have a real working Millennium Falcon.
I thought you were going to go with the, oh yeah, I definitely have a relative who works for Nintendo.
Oh yeah, my uncle that works for Nintendo.
I was trying to explain that phenomenon to my students the other day, and they were like, what?
The uncle that worked for Nintendo?
Yeah. Well, this one kid was trying to claim that he knows someone who works for Marvel Comics. And I'm like, yeah, so do I. He's like, who do you know? I'm like, Amanda Connor.
I know someone that has worked for Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
Not actually right now.
Yeah, I think Amanda's just doing covers occasionally for them right now.
When's the last time she did any work for Marvel? She usually does.
Captain Marvel covers.
Oh, okay.
Actually, fairly recently, like within the last couple of months. They're just alt covers that I don't give a rat's Duder maker about.
Yeah.
But I really wish they had Jimmy and Amanda had a indie or a self-published or whatever you call it, creator-owned, called Super Zero. That was really good for Aftershock, and I wish they'd had time to do more of that because that was a really fun story. It's about a girl who like tries really, really desperately to get superpowers. Like she just reads a bunch of comic books and she's like, "Oh, I can, get bitten by a spider, or I can orchestrate some event that causes something bad to happen to my parents." And all of her attempts go horribly, horribly awry until she attempts the Fantastic Four's origin. And the final issue 6 found her lost in space.
Nice.
And that's where they left it off, and I was very sad. I love that hair color. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. Yeah, it's gonna look real good. What's really nice is you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that zoom feature is really nice. I always have trouble because mine doesn't have that, so I have to just kind of try and keep it up close. Yeah, it's less conducive for my eyes.
Yeah. I'm wondering. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm enjoying the crap out of this. Alright, let's do his boots. Oh, wait a minute. I just drew that with a dry brush? Yeah. Maybe? Just dry bark. Or Sylvaneth bark, rather.
Yeah, the thing is with this, like, the wash is going to make it pop so much. Because
Are you going to use Null and Oil, or are you just going to use a green wash?
I'm going to use Null Oil on the body, but
yeah,
I'm going to use it. I'm going to make a green wash for the
nice
face and the hair. But like all of the white plates are raised on this figure,
right?
So like it will get in these cracks really nicely, and I'm trying to get the cracks as best as I can manually right now.
Yeah,
but I don't really need to. Most of that's like gonna be guideline for myself for later.
Where is... That's Runefang Steel, that's too bright. That's also Runefang Steel. How did I end up with 2 pots of Runefang Steel and no Ironbreaker? Is this Ironbreaker? This is Ironbreaker. Yeah. Look at this. Oh dear. What are you doing?
This suit, like I love this.
It's so cool.
really cool. This is a lot like what I envisioned Knife looking like
Yeah.
initially, and just did not have the ability to create. If and when Definitive Edition Knife comes.
I mean, is it really a question of if?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose everything's always an if, right?
There could be deep drop off in interest
It's true.
tomorrow.
Although I am continuing to love how much fun my student and my niece are having playing the RPG.
I'm very glad of that. I love the RPG.
It's so good.
It's probably my favorite game.
I don't like, so despite Trevor and me doing a podcast on GMing, I don't love GMing, or I didn't until I started playing Sentinels RPG. Like, it's just so much easier to craft stuff in. And even on the fly, like, I don't feel immensely pressured to have everything meticulously planned out. In fact, I can show up.
Like a limited number of things that you can pull out, right?
Yeah.
And like you have basically like a set number of tools. You're like, how strong do I want this to be? You know, minion, lieutenant, villain, or is this just a challenge?
Yeah.
It's a challenge. How many challenge things do I need?
Yeah.
Like, there's just like a lot of it. It's a very limited selection with a lot of dials.
Right.
But I think that works really well,
Yeah.
especially for new GMs and new players. Like,
Yeah. My student had played like some form of D&D before, and like, so we were chatting about it yesterday, and she's like, I have so much better an understanding of what's going on in Sentinels than I do in D&D, because there's just so many moving pieces in D&D.
oh yeah, yeah, D&D drives me nuts.
Yeah.
That just because, like, I don't know, what I want out of it is a decent role-playing experience, and I feel like the rules get in the way of that.
Yeah. I'm constantly looking things up.
Right.
I want to just make something up off the top of my head and expect it to work. Which, maybe that's selfish, but, like, I don't know. I don't think it is.
I also really like the versatility that comes with Sentinels.
Yeah.
Like, I've been working recently just like adapting the 2011 Thundercats.
Oh, nice.
So, like, I've made characters for all 6 of the Thundercats, and I've been working through I've made the villains for, like, Mumrod, Slide, etc. And I've been working on, like, adapting the episodes into a campaign. And, like, just with the basic superheroes, it's just like you can do whatever. It's really easy to just do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you guys both know what I've been doing. Chat, you may or may not. The story that we're running is basically the loose premise is what would happen if you were in Wonderland about 10 minutes moving about 10 minutes behind Alice. How actually messed up would it be? And then I threw guys into the mix because I just wanted to make it pure chaos.
That'll do it.
Yep. And they immediately fell in love with Hedgelord and Poolshark. And they pretty much just hate guys altogether. Because he's useless.
Hedgelord is the best.
Hedgelord is wonderful. I showed them the art from the Kickstarter the other day. And they were like, oh, that's what he looks like. My niece goes, that is not how I pictured him, but also exactly how I pictured him.
He's so huge.
He's massive. In the first issue we did, which was just down the rabbit hole, the players got in over their heads versus versus a field of carnivorous plants. Hedgelord just went bananas.
Mm.
Alright, just his eyeballs to go, and then the blood for the blood god. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to... Do I need to?
I have to make a blade mini. I'll put some blood on it.
Oh, yeah. That's a good example.
Like a what?
Blade.
Make Blade or Morbius.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Morbius would be so cool if you could just, like, super precisely control it, kind of, like, dripping from his mouth.
Yeah.
Alright, where's that Psycho Brush? Yeah, that's not untrue, RPD, but, like, that's part of the fun, too, right? Like, oh, wait, no, I don't want to use straight up White Scar. I want to go Ultimate Gray. You have the option to overthink it in Sentinels, and it's like, you know, good on you if you want to.
Yeah. I mean, the thing though that like is really great for me about it is that like the group of people that I've historically played with are all rules lawyers and min-maxers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I hate that.
Yeah, me too.
A lot.
Absolutely despise it.
The fun out of playing.
And like, even, I mean, you guys both know Sammy Schuster. He was like that too until he started GMing Sentinels, and now we have a move colloquially that we named after him. That's when the GM gets to take a second turn.
Huh.
He's so good at doing it, we've started calling it the Schuster Special. Even Braithwaite calls it that sometimes.
But you're like, even if you roll a character completely randomly,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be viable.
Yeah.
Like, you could pick literally everything randomly and make a viable character. I wouldn't recommend it because it doesn't create the most unified idea for
Right.
anything. I mean, I guess if you wanted to make combos, man.
Yeah. Combo Man. I feel like Todd Leo's would have some problems with combos making their way into the snack market.
Do you remember those ads?
Oh my god, yeah.
That's like, guess who all the pieces are.
Okay, so I got my wash down.
Nice.
And I just gotta work on the low effects on the sword and everything.
I'm gonna do eyeballs off camera here.
So I'm gonna let that dry for a touch.
Yes. All right. Let's bust out the blood for the blood god, and then Zaz will be done. And he looks great.
No, Combo Man's not a serial killer. He was the mascot for the snack combos, and he was made of like all of the Marvel heroes.
Yep.
He like had Iron Man face, but Cyclops hair out the top, Wolverine claws on one hand, and like half of a Punisher thing.
So like almost Mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Mimic like took MGH and like
Yeah.
ended up like copying everybody in a 6-mile radius. Okay. Doing okay here. Let's take a sip of this delicious Pepsi.
Also not a sponsor.
Not yet.
Which do you think is more likely to happen first, GT's kombucha or Pepsi? Cheers.
What kind of Pepsi?
They say dress for the job you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will happily spend, $20 a week on kombucha until GT Dave coughs up the freebies. All right. We have
Pepsi Man, yeah.
Victor Zaz.
Very nice. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, what a jerk.
Yep. I'm really happy with how the scabbing came out.
Yeah. Thought about how he does that on his back.
Oh, okay.
Very carefully.
Because I needed a way to make it grosser.
Of course you did.
So, like, because it's Zaz. So, in my mind, in order to make successful cuts back there, he dislocates his shoulder.
Oh.
And then does it, and just, like, smiles the whole time, also.
Yep, you successfully made it gross.
There you go.
I mean, so... Am I going to try to do this on camera? I'll have to zoom out.
You're welcome.
Alright, so because I had a skating accident when I was 6, I can now do this. And completely turn my thumb backwards.
Oh no! Oh god! No! I can't stand looking at stuff like that.
Sorry, what?
I'm not going to do it again. It's actually really intensely painful for me to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I can dislocate my thumb, actually both of them, and turn them completely backwards. Fun with document cameras, everybody. All right, I need to look at what Jervis Tetch looks like. And there's a Sentinel Comics RPG core will look in my way.
Oh no.
Oh god. Come here. Box. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh boy. He has 2 different colored green on his pants. He's actually not a particularly difficult mini to paint though. The brown shoes. A little bit of flesh. A gun. That's easy. White gloves, white collar. Green overcoat. Sort of a khaki, yucky green vest. Bright green buttons. Alright. Seems reasonable. I'll probably have to reference that again before we end the stream. I'll put it a little closer to me so maybe I can actually reach it easier.
Yeah, I usually have character images up on on one screen while
Oh,
you
yeah.
do it.
I definitely have that, too. I just wanted to double-check the official.
Oh, yeah, and then I also have, on one side of me, I've got, like, the back of this. See right there.
Right. All right. Let's start with the brighter green. Maybe.
I'm actually gonna have to be super careful with this wash. Like once I get to this, because I am just gonna use normal oil on it, but I want the plates to stay nice and pristine.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to actually go back and do some touch-ups on those after too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like that, the really stark white against it.
Yeah. Adam, RPD is asking you, were you happy with the games he chose for birth month?
Yes, absolutely. I had never played One Finger Death Punch, and that's addictive as hell.
Nice.
Oh my god. Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
I just got confirmation from Jetpack that Last Ronin number 3 of 5 will be shipping in a couple of weeks. And once all 5 are together, I will send those your way, Adam.
That's rad.
Yeah. I spoke to Rich this morning, and he said he should be around Jetpack soon to sign them all for you, too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I may or may not have found some other turtly surprises to throw in that package for you, too. It's very easy to find Ninja Turtle stuff in New Hampshire.
Over in the Letters Page Discord, I was reading about turtles today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because Jay-Z posted an article about, like, how how much of it can never be reprinted and stuff like that because of rights stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like what a mess that whole thing is.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Because Marvel has some of it, Archie has some of it, IDW has a lot of it, but not all of it. IDW has most of the Mirage stuff, though, at this point.
Yeah, and then she and I were venting about copyright law for a little bit.
Oh, I did see that, yeah. I had to turn alerts off from Letters page because it's just going bonkers so often.
Yeah, it does do that. That's true.
I try to check in 2 or 3 times a day, though. Oh my god.
I usually have, I'm usually on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, I'm most of the time on Do Not Disturb also, but like...
And like, to most people, it's just like, oh wow, he's just... It's really just so that it's not beeping all the time.
Exactly, yep. Once I discovered... Because my wife was complaining about it. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just turn on Do Not Disturb and it'll be fine.
Or like, I'm trying to play a game or something.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Why is Discord exploding? Can it shut up now?
Right. Don't need to hear it. My Simple Green is back ordered.
Oh no. For all those ninjas?
Yep.
Your what?
I ordered Simple Green to strip the... Oh, you weren't... Yeah, you didn't hear about this, huh?
Oh yeah, this was the thing that happened.
Yeah, so I was gonna bulk paint ninjas last week, and I was like, well, you know, like these are all like really dark, so I can grab some gray and spray paint these and be fine, and then just like do the spot colors so that I don't have to, you know, waste time manually doing all the gray areas on them, all the dark grays.
Yeah.
And so I went to Hobby Lobby and I got some gray spray paint and was like, okay, this is great. Like, I'm going to take these outside, do this, and I sprayed them all. And I was like, this is a little bit weird. It's creating these strings. And the paint that I had gotten was designed for graffiti artists. Let me see if I can actually show you this week what it's done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on. So, can you see the texture that it put on that?
God.
How thick it is?
Mm-hmm.
How it has like this, like these little strings coming off of it.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, you can really see it like on the base because
Yeah.
it's a flat area. But like that's over the whole thing. They feel really rough. Yeah, you can see it real bad on this one too. Yep. So all of my ninjas are like that right now. So I ordered some Simple Green to strip them.
I hope the Simple Green works for that. Like, that might end up having to go in the brake fluid. I think Simple Green will be fine, but
as far as I know, I don't know. Like because you put it in the concentrate, you don't put it in the watered down.
right. Yeah, we learned that one the hard way around the store.
Boy, this is small areas here.
All right. Well, time to ball so hard. Enough of this blundering around trying to find reasonable reference photos. I'm just going for it.
The Mad Hatter?
Yeah. All the minis of him that I've found so far are just... Huh?
It's gonna be hard to go wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, like as long as you're in the ballpark.
Just all the people who have done him so far have just egregiously messed him up. Or it just looks bad. He's a bit smaller than the other characters, as he should be. So it's... I guess that's where my hesitation comes from.
Hmm.
But this Caliban green seems to be working pretty okay.
This is honestly a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Gamora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be such sharp lines.
Right.
Like Iron Man was deceptively hard too.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited to paint Iron Man.
Yeah. I mean, he turned out cool, but it was like you're painting machine parts. You do have to be like way more precise.
Yeah.
Where you can't have any organic bleed.
Okay, now for the tricky part. I dry brush the Necron.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to attempt with some Exoscale Sun to add glow over
Oh boy.
the lights on his chest and arms.
Oof. Uh-oh.
Blow effects are hard. So, like, if you look at the sword, I started with the orange for, like, the... Oh, I can't see too well because of the light. So I started with orange, and then I went over with a lash that gets yellow.
Yep.
Like, along the center. I'm going to use the Texas Tail Sun, and then I'm going to hit, like, the centers with white. And, like, the edges.
Right on.
I may have asked you guys this before, but have either of you guys ever done Zenithal Primes?
Once, yes.
My guy's right here. I have Zenithal Prime
Oh.
that I'm working on right now.
Well, there you go, Adam.
Alright. Does it work pretty okay for you?
I've only done a handful in Zenithal priming. So I don't quite have like the best answers, but you can see like when top down all white, black all around, so you get all the shading underneath it, so the colors get natural shading.
Yeah. I guess I'm mostly curious how much of that sticks around after you've done everything.
Yeah, that's interesting to me too.
Finding good games for me wasn't as easy as... Finding good games for me is easy. Like 90% of those are good games.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
find fun indie game. Adam will probably play it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And that's true for any of us in the greater This Is Difficult network.
Yeah.
Other than maybe Josh. And for Josh, it's find good Nintendo game.
I mean, that's the other one for me.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like my flow chart is it indie? If yes, profit.
Buy.
Oh, is it Nintendo?
If yes, then yes.
Yeah. And obviously, like, it's a little bit bigger than that, but like,
Yeah.
that's most of what I like playing these days.
Yeah, that's kind of my jam too. Although if it's something with a good story, like that's my other.
Yeah, good story, or like, yeah, good story. Roguelites are like right up my alley.
Yep.
Also, because like I can just play it for 20 minutes. And
Exactly.
still make progress. Okay. Oh.
Right before we went live today, and the reason I was a little bit late hitting the go button was I was playing Arkham City rather, and just doing some of the like challenge missions.
Oh, because you're not doing those on stream.
Right. They don't make for particularly entertaining content.
Sure.
And I definitely underestimated how long they take.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I can do that in 20 minutes. No. Not so much.
Yeah, it depends on the one, but like,
Right.
have you done the one yet where you have to like fly under the Bowery?
Oh, yeah. That one's a nightmare.
That one.
The AR missions?
The what?
The AR missions where you fly through all the rings?
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, I mean, like, I liked them okay. But that one, I spent literally like probably 3-4 hours on.
Yeah. Is that the augmented reality one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to play underneath the whole thing.
Yeah. I did that one, but I did it off stream. It's so hard.
Yeah,
Thank
then
you,
there
Anime Steel.
after that.
Yeah. The last one is a freaking pain.
Younger you playing Binding of Isaac. Yeah. Oh my god, I was playing that today, and I was trying to do. I made a new file when the expansion came out.
Oh, Binding of Isaac, yeah.
Yeah. And I was trying to do a Judith run, and like it's just so hard. It's so hard. There's also like some item rooms. There's a planetarium room that has a 1% chance of spawning, but every time you skip an item room and don't even go into it, it increases the chance of spawning by 20%.
Oh.
So if you skip enough item rooms, then you'll spawn the planetarium.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying to do that with Judas, which was not a good move.
Right.
Because Judas only has 1 health.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah. I should do it with Isaac because
yeah. I almost fired up Hades today and then played Cyber Shadow instead.
Cyber Shadow is excellent.
It's really good. I'm super stuck, but like slowly making progress right now. I can still feel myself improving, and that's the important part.
My favorite RPD is I like Azazel because free brimstone, but I also like what's her name with the Whore of Babylon starting. Is it Bethany? Is that right? Eve. Bethany's someone else. Bethany's new. Yeah. That looks bad. We're gonna have to go back to that.
I've definitely done some of that on this mini. I'm just like, oh, I don't like that piece. I'm gonna go to something else.
I'm trying to do like these stripes on the side here, and these are maybe not raised. Oh, I see. Okay.
What is that? Oh. My computer wants me to know Mother's Day is tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean 5 minutes. 15 minutes.
Thank you, computer. Much appreciated.
Dismiss that.
And now the Coheed and Cambria song The Gutter is stuck in my head. Because there's a line in it where Claudio Sanchez at the top of his lungs yells, "Call your mother." Mm-hmm. And oddly enough, the last time Christopher and Jeremy saw them live, they called me during The Gutter. One day the three of us will get to a Coheed show together.
I don't know the last time I went to live music.
Oh my god. I can tell you precisely when the last time I went to live music was, because I am jonesing hardcore. Last time we saw Tupperware Remix Party and the Proto Men at Paradise Rock Club in Boston.
Proto Men need to put their next album out.
Right? First of all, Proto Men are way better on the record than they are live. Live, they tend to be kind of a sonic assault. Just because there's so many people and so many instruments and so many sounds.
Yeah, I believe that.
But they are extremely polite and pleasant. We had the meet and greet passes and stuff. And yeah, they were very, very friendly and personable, which is fantastic. Like, I mean, you come to expect that on some level from professional musicians and whatnot, for the most part, especially smaller time outfits like that. People playing clubs and such, but it's still nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember, like, the best ones that I've been to. So, like, I think my best concert experience was when I was in LA. I see, I was at work, and Ness was like, "Hey, U6 is here tonight."
Oh, cool.
And I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Like, yeah, let's go." And she's like, "It's only like $20 a ticket." And I was like, "Really? That's awesome. Like, yeah, let's definitely do that." Yeah. So, she bought the tickets and then like took a bus all the way across the city, which took her like 3 hours while I was working. And we went there, and we go into the building, and we're like, "This doesn't look like a concert hall. This is it's like a rock and roll Hall of Fame type place. What is this?" And so like we go through like the building, and they're like, "Yeah, just okay, have a seat right in here." And it's like there are only like 20 seats in this room.
Oh man.
Yeah. And so what this was actually like a acoustic concert and Q&A thing that you just got to sit with them and like listen to them play and just kind of chill with them for like a couple hours. I was like, what did we get tickets to? This is amazing.
That's rad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And so then we got to hear stuff off of their new album at the time. And we heard it in acoustic, and it was just like really incredible.
Man, really, I don't know that I can top that one.
And so that was like this exclusive thing that happened by accident.
That's
we
so
thought
cool.
We were just going to a concert.
So, man, I've had a number of really cool concert experiences. one of my favorites that I enjoy telling the story of was when we saw 6 a.m., which is Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, DJ Ashba, formerly from Guns N' Roses, and a producer by the name of James Michael, and the drummer for Alice Cooper.
Oh.
So it's quite a super group. And it was the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts. And the same day we had been asked to drive two of our friends to the airport for their honeymoon, and we're like, oh yeah, we're going down to Massachusetts anyway. That makes perfect sense. We'll absolutely do that for you. We got we dressed up in like 80s, Motley Crue style costumes, but very clearly like hack job costumes.
Yeah.
And we come screaming into their driveway, blaring Def Leppard at the top of our at top volume. E-brake turn into the driveway. Pile out of the car with these ridiculous costumes on. Megan is dying laughing. Her husband, Joff, picks up their bags and just goes, nope, and starts walking back inside. We finally get him into the car, and he goes, where on earth are you two going dressed like that? And without missing a beat, my buddy Eric goes, an asshole party. So we drop them off the airport. We change out of our ridiculous costumes because, we're not going to be milling around Worcester for several hours dressed like assholes. And we get all the way into the parking garage, pay for our parking, and Eric goes, dude, where are the tickets? I'm like, they're hanging on my fridge at home. So we had to drive all the way back to New Hampshire, which was an hour and a half. So 3-hour round trip. Did not get to spend any time in the comic book store in Worcester. We had to go right to the concert. But we picked up the tickets, and we got back there just as they were opening the doors. So we just scooty-bootied right into the front row.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't have to stand in the line or anything. It was great. And then after the show, Nikki Sixx and DJ Ashba and James Michael were all out in front of the venue signing autographs for everybody and chilling with the fans.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I one time ended up so another great concert was Gogo Bordello.
Oh, so good.
Just an amazing show.
Yeah.
I didn't even like Gogo Bordello really at the time.
Right.
I was like, okay, we're going because Ness wants to go.
Yeah.
And I went and I was like, that was the most life-changing experience in my life.
Yeah.
It was just a great show, and there's no other part to that story.
Right. No, that is exactly how I saw Gogo Bordello. My buddy was like, hey, I've got an extra ticket to Gogo Bordello at the same place that you saw Breaking Benjamin last night. And I was like, all right, I like the venue. Let's go.
Yeah.
And
You have not heard
God.
them until you heard them live.
Exactly. That is the one band that I can definitively say, go see them live.
But I also, one time, I got tickets with a friend of mine to Billy Joel.
Ah, yes.
And they were nosebleed seats.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, this sucks, but we'll watch on the overhead thing. That'll be cool.
Yep.
I found out my sister's there also, right? With two of my sisters. And they're like, we have seats up a little further. Why don't you just come chill with us until it starts and like see if they kick you out of your seats or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just kind of chilling there, and my sister leaves to go get a t-shirt
Mhm.
She's like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a shirt. Comes back and she's like, come on, we're going to the front row. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, this guy came up and was like, they were filming the concert that night, so they wanted cute girls in the front row.
Oh my god.
And he was like, hey, have you had your seats upgraded yet? And she was like, no, I'm with but she was like, but I'm also with my sister. And he's like, oh yeah, okay. And she's like, I'm also with my brother and his friend. He's like, oh, okay. So he gave her 4 front row seats to Billy Joel, and that was one of the nights of my life. So
That's so cool.
yeah,
We got similar thing. Well, similar but different thing happened when we saw Dropkick Murphys most recently. It was the Halfway to St. Paddy's Day show, and they brought Murphy Boxing with them, which is Ken Casey's boxing outfit. And someone was there for whatever reason for the opening band. And we were sitting on the lawn, and we got free tickets from the radio, so it was like whatever. And they were like, hey, do you want to, like, we're gonna peace out, like, do you want our tickets? And I was like, sure, figuring they were like, you know, covered pavilion seats, which would be slightly better. It was slightly drizzling, and you know, and nope, they were front row. And so Dad and I were like, all right, sure. We wander into the front row, and they start the final match of Murphy Boxing, which takes place right before the band goes on. And standing next to the stage is Ken Casey, lead singer and bass player for Dropkick Murphys. And he sees how confused Dad and I were at the boxing, because we've never watched boxing in our lives. And he stands there and explains everything to us, as if he's known us his whole life.
oh,
It was the nicest thing.
that's so bizarre.
It is so weird.
Concerts are weird places where weird things happen.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I could go on for hours about bizarre concert experiences.
I never really had any bizarre concert experiences like that.
Well, you've met Alice Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, I paid for the backstage pass thing, but
It's
it
still
wasn't like I
significant.
had to pay for anything.
Oh,
He was cool. I enjoyed it, but yeah, I definitely upfronted that. So,
Yeah.
oh,
actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee.
what?
No, I was quoting Wayne's World.
It's Wayne's World, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
the Alice Cooper scene.
We're not worthy.
but I will say, you mentioned Billy Joel. I would love to see Billy Joel in concert at some point in time.
I've got tickets to see him this fall.
Huh?
I've got tickets to see him this fall.
Yeah, that's awesome. Casey, I'm eternally jealous because she went and saw him when he did like back to back with Elton John, like playing at the same time.
My
Like,
dad's,
back to back.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, my dad saw that show too.
I saw Paul McCartney at Fenway Park. That was sick.
I will say that my Billy Joel experience was also it was his show right before Christmas. Also.
Oh, cool.
And so he actually like would play a Christmas song on the piano and use it to segue into one of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
So he played like a really nice arrangement of Silent Night and then like move that into something that of his. And it was like just a really cool like framing device almost, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Billy Joel guy.
Love Billy Joel.
You're up. Midwest kid that plays the piano, you can't not be.
Yeah, right.
So.
Saw Foo Fighters at Fenway Park. That was a lot of fun. That was loud. Oh my god.
I saw Third Eye Blind and the Goo Goo Dolls and Vanessa Carlton before anyone knew who she was.
Mm-hmm.
Opened for them.
Yep. I know exactly which tour you're talking about.
Yes. Saw that one.
Goo Goo Dolls played at my college my senior year. That was really fun. Hanging out with them backstage was really cool.
My first concert ever was Blink-182.
Nice.
Which I got tickets to go with a girl. And she ended up like flaking on me.
Oh no.
And my dad went with me instead. Not the same.
New. Let's see. I've supposedly we're seeing Motley Crue again this year, but we don't know that that's going to happen because Fenway's not even open for Red Sox games yet.
Didn't Motley Crue also do their farewell tour?
They did, and then they gave up on it because the dirt came out.
Because I remember seeing them on the farewell tour where Alice Cooper opened for them.
Yep, I saw them twice on that tour, and actually that's a good story too. We had seats right next to the Home Sweet Home stage, and they finished the song. Tommy and Vince came down the stairs and gave us high fives and stuff, and then Six and Mars were still at the top of the stairs. Mick Mars, in all his old man glory, grabs a fistful of guitar picks, hands them to the like security guy, and points to me and my buddy Eric. And like everybody on our row. So we got Mick Mars's guitar pick that way. And then Six realized got down the stairs, realized what Mick was doing, and reaches into his pockets and starts unloading picks to everybody too. So that was really neat.
I could shoot myself over this one. I had the opportunity to go and see a Halloween show of Alice Cooper and Marilyn Manson.
Oh.
And didn't do it.
Oh no!
Back in the 90s. Which that would have been just amazing.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
My first concert, like on my own, like no parents, was Breaking Benjamin. It was the day after I graduated high school, so it was kind of like this feeling of freedom, you know. And then the 2 days after I graduated college, I got to see an acoustic Breaking Benjamin show at the same place that I'd seen them after high school. So that was pretty neat too. Kind of life coming full circle a little bit.
I think he is done.
I think he is great.
Nice. Oh,
that looks really cool.
Okay, that's the Martian Iron Crust, by the way, Adam, as well on the bass.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks great.
That needs to dry a little bit. That's about it. Let's see if I can get the camera to cooperate a little bit better. Yep. Glow effect looks pretty good. I'm pleased with it. got a little jetpack on the back. Overall, very pleased with this model and how it turned out.
Yeah, that's pretty rad, man.
I'm just trying to get some base colors down on this so I can lighten it up and see what I'm doing. The detail's so small that it's impossible to see adequately.
So I'm doing the base for her now. At the beginning of this, I filled in, since I'm using one of those, I'm using the Marvel Crisis Protocol base that has the cross of pavement in it.
Yeah.
I filled that in with, what's it called? Astrogranite. So that it ended up being like a more uniform texture here. To still maintain some of these cracks.
Yeah.
I've managed to make, so far at least, all of the Guardians bases really different, while like still keeping them this alien purple.
Yeah. I really like that. Oh, I know what I can do. Give this a different color. Got Mad Hatter starting to look like the Lucky Charms guy.
That's not too terribly far off.
No, it's not at all. I'm not complaining.
He's the animated series one's blue, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
He did, yes.
Unfortunately, these are more Arkham series style.
Yeah, I think that's cool still, but
oh yeah. Ow. Hand doesn't bend that way.
let's try and make this wash. Water bottle.
So people were asking me on Thursday who we've all got dibs on for when Gotham Knights comes out. I said Nightwing.
Tim.
You got Tim? All right. Adam, who are you thinking?
Well, I lean towards Red Hood. Paul was saying that he claimed Red Hood, but
Well, I guess it'll be who logs in first, huh?
yeah, I mean, I'm fine playing as Barb, but also,
Yeah.
really the only one I don't really want to play is Robin.
That's fair. Because it's Damien, right?
I think it is.
Gross. I can't imagine who else it would be if Dick and Jason.
Wait, I thought there were only 4 in there, and it was Dick, Jason, Tim, and Barb.
Oh, well, okay.
I didn't think Damien was in the game at all.
Oh, yeah, well, in which case, that's better. But still, Robin is the character equivalent of a motorcycle sidecar.
Yup. I agree.
So...
Alright, this is a decent start. I don't love it, but...
Can you guys see how that wash looks?
Oh my god, her hair looks great!
Yeah. Turned out really nice. And that's like... Yeah, that's just the same green with some black in there, and I washed your face with it too. Alright. Dude, I haven't known in a while.
Oh, shoot. Oh. That makes things very convenient. Lead Belcher.
Oh boy, that actually is worse. That made all that detail really pop.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Just gonna pull it off of here. I might use a cotton swab for this.
Alright, I think I got this guy based. Base coded. Oh, missed a bit. So I didn't think I was going to like the Invincible TV show anywhere near as much as I did.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it. And this is a gap in my comic book knowledge. I've never read Invincible.
Oh, okay. All right. I really like Invincible, the comic, which I was reading as it was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
The show I think is fine.
Yeah, I mean it's not something that I'm completely over the moon about. I just liked it better than I thought I would.
I mean I don't like being this guy, but I think that the book is a lot better. I think that the medium of comics works better for most of the things that they want to do in it.
Yeah.
So like I like it. Also though, like everyone's major takeaway was, oh my god, it's so graphic. But like I feel like they kind of punched up the violence a little bit.
Yeah, it seemed like they're just trying to do The Boys but animated.
Yeah, I don't really know, but like that was not the driving force behind it. That wasn't what made it good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It being violent.
There's definitely some characters that I'm immediately sick of.
Which ones?
The girlfriend that's not Adam Eve.
Oh yeah, she sucks.
She's horrible.
She sucks in the comic too.
Okay.
Yeah. Amber.
Amber. Yep, that's her name.
Yep.
I almost, I was posting about it in somewhere, and I almost just referred to her as girl whose name I can't remember and really don't care to.
Yeah, she sucks.
I also, I know how the comic series ends.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind. I haven't watched that. I haven't even gotten to watch Falcon Winter Soldier yet.
That I really liked.
That was really fun. I like that a lot better than WandaVision.
I think it's a lot more balanced.
Yeah.
WandaVision to me, and keep in mind I really like WandaVision.
Yep. Yeah.
Overall, but like I feel like it could have been a movie.
Mm-hmm.
A short series, like maybe 4 episodes.
Yeah. Yes. They spent so much time building up and I mentioned this to you. They spent so much time building up the TV thing, and then it it felt like it didn't pay out.
Yeah, like I mean, even if it did, like we don't need a whole episode of each of these styles. I don't feel like.
Right.
And I don't. Yeah, I feel like they could have done that in one episode, like the TV segments.
Yep.
but they were married to the idea, and like as well as they executed it, I just think there was way too much of it.
Yep, I agree. And I also thought that once again, Kat Dennings' talents were wasted.
So I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
I thought she was a lot better in this than she was in Thor.
Well, yeah, so she's awful in Thor.
She's so bad.
But yeah, I usually don't like her in anything.
I liked her. Well, okay. I liked her in Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Okay. So you have one thing.
She was kind of whiny and neurotic in 40-Year-Old Virgin. She was.
But I think that like I remember she came into the show, and both Ness and I were like, "Oh God, no, not Darcy." and then like within her first few lines, we both were like, "Damn it, do we like her now?"
Yup.
I think we do.
Yeah. No, this is too bright. I need to go with cornbread. Yep, that's better.
I realize now what you said. I thought you said cornbread.
I mean, I always need cornbread. Cornbread is delicious.
I think it depends on the cornbread. That's an
Really?
easy one to screw up.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
If it's dry, it's bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. We usually make it, out of the box. So put a little maple syrup in there, though. Oh my god.
Or do honey.
Yep, honey's good too.
And butter.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of butter. And melted.
I almost exclusively have cornbread with chili. In which case, I drop the cornbread in the bottom of the bowl and pour the chili all on top of it.
Ooh, I hadn't thought of doing it that way. I don't care much for chili, although here's you know where this is going, Adam. Most of the time, I get vegetarian chili, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
understandably.
You need to come to my Halloween party.
I would love to.
One year. We always have a big thing of, obviously, a lot of drinks, and we
Very
always have Nessa's mac and cheese and her chili, and we always make way more than we think that we'll need, and it's always all gone. And yeah, it's so good. We started doing it. So when we got married, it was we had a very small family-only ceremony, and then 3 days later we had our reception, which was just a big blowout.
Yeah.
And it was great and it was fun, and we did that for that. And since then, we're doing this every Halloween we can. But it was this last one. We had a good number of vegetarians coming, so she made vegetarian chili also, which she basically just made the same chili, but just we put the meat in later.
Right.
And everyone was like, "This is so good. I've never had vegetarian chili this good."
Yeah. No, admittedly, my wife's chili is very good.
Non-vegetarians were eating the vegetarian chili.
Yeah.
Too, so I'm just gonna brag about her all the time.
Yeah.
Let
As
her
you
know
should.
that
I've had Ness's cooking. It's delicious.
it's the best.
It's so good.
What did you have?
Oh, she baked a bunch of stuff and sent it up here like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think that this might be done. I went back and popped those whites a lot.
Yeah, I was going to suggest you do that. As much as I like the Null and Oil, it does create giant dull spots.
But like, it allowed me to. It made those lines really crisp.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some like really good contrast.
I'm just finishing up
That actually was
base coating on this guy. Almost done.
really happy with that. Can we do anything else? No. Oh, we gotta pick a base color.
Green.
Huh?
Green.
Yeah. We're gonna do the probably the skin green.
Mm-hmm.
And nope, I'm gonna use the hair green because
Skin green gonna run you too close to Hulk.
Doc Ock is
Yep.
also like, I mean, I've doubled up on colors already. Like,
Oh, of
it's
course.
impossible to. But I'm if I can avoid it. I really like that sort of emerald.
Yeah. It's a really cool shade. Working on this goofy boy. Looks like we're gonna need green shade. Camo shade. Agrax, and the orange is under my tray, so I'll get that in a minute.
That's not better.
What was that?
I had the wrench on this dude's back, but it had like extra poles from like the casting. I didn't realize that actually, so I had to snip them off.
Gotcha.
And now it looks more like an actual wrench.
Nice. Oh shoot. I'm a dummy.
Glue on here.
Green is done. Nolan oil time. I wonder what would happen, Adam, if you touched some of that flocking with just the tiniest amount of, like, a purple ink.
Like purple ink? Good question. Don't really have that to do that with, but
Right. Yeah, because I didn't start using Jerky Violet until after I sent you stuff. I was still so hard on the Null and Oil train. As I literally bust out the Null and Oil right now.
that is the same stuff that I used in Star Wars. His base. I think it ends up looking pretty.
And Agrax. Oh, no, Flesh Shade first. Mike, remind me to get more Flesh Shade when I'm at the store next week.
More Flesh Shade, gotcha. Don't forget to get more Flesh Shade with the store next week.
Thank you.
That is probably one of Casey's biggest pet peeves.
Is it when she tells you to remind her of something, you do that?
I literally remind her exactly like immediately. So he's gotten in the habit of now saying like, "Don't let me forget to do this at some point in time."
Yep. Well, I figured that's how you'd react, so that's why I threw that at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right. That's not Earthshade. That's Sepia. That's not Earthshade either. That's Fleshshade. Can you tell it's getting late?
I think that I am finished here.
I will be in a moment. Man, it's like we've been doing this for a year and we know what we're doing. Alright. Well, I think the ink on old Jervis Tetch needs to dry a little bit.
I think that looks pretty good.
I think it looks very good. Oh, it makes me so excited to paint mine. Can't wait for it to get here.
You've got Gamora on the way.
I ordered basically everybody. Store credit, man.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And Amazon gift cards. I was like, you know what? What else am I using this for? Although I'm seriously considering getting a monitor pole, like a double display pole and a new monitor for my desk, because my displays are so crowded, especially when we're working on AUG stuff. I'm just like, I'm constantly tabbing through different windows.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I need a third monitor, as much as it kills me to admit it.
Yep, I've got 3.
Is that including your drawing surface, or?
Yeah, including my
Yeah.
Tablet, yeah.
I briefly considered getting that too, but I just don't think... I mean, I don't use the one I have currently quite enough to warrant it. And I have my iPad as well. So.
I would say if you do end up getting one, don't get Wacom.
Yeah, I'm done with Wacom.
They're the Apple of tablets.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they work, but they
upcharge the stuffing out of it.
They charge you a premium for the brand.
Yeah. Well, on tonight's show, we had Victor Zaz, a little bit of Jervis Tetch. Come on, focus camera. Still needs to dry and detailing needs to happen on him. We had Gamora. And we had Brody's big spiky guy, whose name is I'm forgetting.
Jenner the Seeker, Chaos Paladin of the Star Nebula Corsairs.
So, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Watching Paint Dry. I will be back tomorrow night on the Handelabra Games channel at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for Tales from the Archive, and then on the Ryugami-san channel at 9 o'clock Eastern Time for This Is Difficult podcast. We'll be talking video games and video game related stuff, but mostly just video games. And trying to keep Josh from going completely off the rails on a tangent. And then I'll be back here with Alex Thursday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, again, for Gears Tactics. And
I have an art.
What's that? Sorry?
I have an art stream on Monday. So
that's true, you do. Can't wait for that.
Doing covers.
Yeah. So excited. Hopefully I'll be able to... Oh, I got a staff meeting, so it means I'm going to have to watch it on silent. Oh, well. Stupid staff meeting. Go away, staff meeting. We don't want you. And then, Broody, are you going to be able to join us for Trapped in Arkham on Friday?
As far as I know, yes.
Awesome. We're going to be starting Mansions of Madness. Oh, of course, Colin shows up as I'm as I'm bringing it offline. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, and then we'll be back for more miniatures painting 1 week from tonight. So, Adam and Mike, such a pleasure getting to paint with you guys again. I'm so excited to move forward with Adam being a more regular component of the show. Chat, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ooh.